Greetings, wise ones. This is Melissa of 8th House Wisdom, author, psychotherapist, astrologer, feminine energy, and stellar planning expert. I'm back with the Sagittarius season healing crystals for 2022 and beyond, as well as discussing the final last quarter moon of 2022, which is in Virgo. If you would like to learn more about how to use the power of this moon phase to close out 2023 with good energy and crystals to reinforce it, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Welcome to the end of 2022. I swear this year has flown by so quickly, but I do love December because it is one of those times when I get to do some of the new traditions I'm establishing at 8th House Wisdom. I also love this period of time because it's one that orients us to reflect on the calendar year and to begin to hold hope in our heart and create a vision for what the next 12 months ahead could look like. Many people across both of my practices have been dealing with pre-holiday angst and all the jitters that usually kicks in around Thanksgiving. There's stuff around juggling your holiday things, arrangements for travel, trying to fit everything in, and going back to in-person gatherings. Please remember that giving is the reason for this season, regardless of what you celebrate. No one wants a gift given that was selected in stress. Slow down and take all the time you need to make sure that we enter into this season with joy. Because as you look around, you can see how many of us could be potentially taken out by our deep and darker emotions, especially as we're running up on the beginning of winter, which comes December 21st, the end of Sagittarius season. And part of the other reason why you're feeling hazy, in addition to all the holiday things astrologically, is that we are still in the middle of Mars, the planet of energy, in retrograde in Gemini. And that's definitely a conflict zone, our words and our energy. And then to double down on the mercurial energy, Mercury is now in its pre-shadow for retrograde. And by December 29th, we will be actively starting a new year in Mercury retrograde. The goal of this video is to help you to understand that there are disorienting energies abounding right now, but don't let that get you down. Sagittarius season is one that's built for that because Sagittarius is a mutable maven sign. It transitions us from the end or late fall into the beginning of the winter. And the universe is so divine in its organization that it would use this bright and fiery sign, known for its communication and transition abilities, to usher us into a new season before starting the new year. Anybody with strong Gemini, Sagittarius, or Virgo placements will feel the impact of what I am speaking about much more potently, because Gemini and Virgo are ruled by Mercury and it's Sagittarius season. In order to help ground yourself, you may want to use some of Mother Earth's gifts, gemstones, and crystals. In Sagittarius season, there are 3 crystals or stones that I am recommending. Not only for Sagittarius season, but also for when the moon is in Sagittarius, which happens each and every month. The first that I'm bringing up is citrine. To quote one of my favorite artists, Queen Herbie, make money like citrine. Citrine is a wealth attractor. It provides clarity and helps us transform bad energy and reduce anxiety. It also gives off light, and that is a great thing to have as we are dipping even deeper into shadow season. Secondly, we have obsidian, and in particular, snowflake obsidian. This stone has the ability to really help increase Sagittarian psychic abilities and rational thinking. It helps unify mind, body, and spirit. And the mix of the black and white is also a reflection of Sagittarius's mutable energy. And then finally, because Sagittarius does vibrate with blue and violet colors as the final fire sign in the zodiac, so it's like a blue and violet flame, lapis lazuli helps us vibrate higher, reach ascension, have deeper knowledge, wisdom, and truth. All things that Sagittarius loves bring in the truthiness. Any of these 3 crystals could be pivotal game changers for you in addressing the heavy energy that we're experiencing right now and having something to help ground and contain it. Now, in addition to addressing or getting yourself some crystals, we want to take a look at this final last quarter moon, which is happening in the sign of Virgo. If you remember, for December lunar wisdom and this particular cycle, all of the lunations are in mutable signs, and we're ending with the last quarter moon in Virgo, which is actually a great way to finish out this cycle as well as the year. At 3:56 Eastern Standard Time on December 16th, that is when the last quarter moon in Virgo will be exact. Remember, the last quarter moons are phases that are directly that is the phase that is directly in between the full moon and the upcoming new moon. And we will not have that new moon. Excuse me. We will have that new moon for at the end of this month, but we won't have the full moon related to that until 2023. So, part of the intentions that we set or things that we release during this period of time will start carrying over energetically into that new year. This last quarter moon's energy can assist us in creating an important vacuum that will call in and attract all that we desire for 2023. The Virgo energy and the action of the moon, which is dimming in light in the sky, is creating a space to be filled up. It is our job to seed that space with our clearest and most potent desires, such that they will come into existence. Because Virgo rules the digestive system and elimination and aspects of the stomach, make sure to check in with sensations there as indicators of body wisdom telling you where you need relief and where you need to release. Again, regardless of sign, the last quarter moon happens 7.5 to 10 days after the full moon, only lasts for one day. It is expected for you to have reduced energy levels and to need to clear, hence me talking about the tired in preparation for holiday seasons. And the actions that are favored during this particular period of time are to get reorganized, refocus on things, complete anything that needs tying up, go to bed early, take naps, indulge and listen to your body when it says it wants to slow down. Don't try to talk it into speeding up. And again, analyzing as well as releasing what's not going well and what doesn't serve you. The beauty of Virgo energy is that it is a master analyst and takes great pride in being able to practically and dispassionately, when it can, assess all of the factors so that it can make a choice according to the highest good of everyone involved. Think about those things as you are approaching thoughts of what it is that you need to do and how you want to honor and mark the occasion of this last quarter moon. And in final summation and closing, I want to talk about, as always, what Yasmin Boland's Moonology Manifestation Oracle card says about this energy signature of the last quarter moon in Virgo. And the advice is to attend to details, stating it would be lovely to think that manifesting means just snapping your fingers and magically making everything happen. However, there is more to it than the past worries, mean comments, self-doubt, and fears that have to be dealt with before you can start to feel good. A tedious task may need to be taken care of before you can move forward and make that magic happen. Worries slow down your ability to make magic happen. So attend to the details, then you can have fun. The energy of this last phase moon reminds us we have to slow down. Everything doesn't happen immediately. And that, just like Virgo would say, we're going to need to do the work to get those benefits. The manifesting mindset for this is, hey, there are boring things or have to things that need to be accomplished. The sooner we get those finished, the sooner we can get to the good parts that we want to address. Manifesting magic. In addition to the crystals that I mentioned above, these crystals work well for the sign of Virgo and could double or amplify what the effects are by working with multiple crystal energies at once. Those would be unakite, bloodstone, blue apatite, amethyst, and rutilated quartz, and finally lapis lazuli, which is already in our list. These are crystals you want to keep on your person or somewhere near to you so that they can help you and your aura or energetic field work with and balance out what's coming directly at you. Your manifestation affirmation is, I am guided and protected by the divine. And Yasmin closes us out by reminding us that the best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Virgo, or on a Wednesday because that's Mercury's day, or during a Virgo hour, which you would have to look at a planetary hours chart. The last moon in Virgo calls us to be flexible in order to be successful. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. In fact, we should all be working on our flexibility during mutable times of the year because that's when it's best expressed. Now, I hope that you have been able to get something really useful out of this information, in addition to all that I've talked about around the healing crystals for Sagittarius season and the last quarter moon. It is always my pleasure to bring you this kind of information, and I want to make sure you know where to get your crystals from. So check out the link in the description box below so that you can get high quality, ethically sourced crystals at significant discounts, and use my code 8th House Wisdom to get 11% off. They have many of the crystals that I spoke about utilizing now, as well as larger collections at the best prices I have ever seen. So it's definitely worth checking them out. And in order to utilize your crystals best and know when and what part of your chart Virgo and Sagittarius rule to best apply this information, head over to my website and click the link to get yourself a free copy of your birth chart. That way you will know where all the information is so that you can apply what was spoken about here today with the highest degree of fidelity. And if you want to do that even more because you enjoy following moon phases, then check out my DIY guide, The Lunar Wisdom Formula. I have a 2023 bonus edition that has all of the lunation dates for 2023 listed, in addition to other important astrological dates. That is one of the continued resources that I go back to again and again. The moon in particular, because I'm a water sign, and when I look at the sign the moon is in, it's telling me what the feel of the day is. I'm the kind of person who puts on an outfit based on my feel. So more than the specific data of the date and the year and the month, I want to know the energetic tone. That's how we make our best decisions, because that helps us engage our body and make sure that our brain has a counterbalance. If you like what I'm talking about here related to that, make sure that you join me on December 18th, Sunday, December 18th at 4:30 for the third free stellar planning workshop that I'm putting on for end of the year. I will be giving people all of my stellar planning secrets related to the base formula. And if you are in attendance, you will get my annual stellar year blueprint for 2023 3 days earlier than anyone else. I also want to let you know that as we close this year out, many people have reached out to ask how they can work with me. And in addition to the free workshop and the stellar year blueprint, which will be dropped, the free stellar year blueprint, which will be dropped on December 21st as the sun moves into Capricorn, I also have 2 additional options for people. I have a New Year goal and resolution setting process as a desire map facilitator that is also paired with a more in-depth version of the Stellar Year Blueprint set up as a class called the 2023 Stellar Year Blueprint with Free and Clear and the Desire Map. And this is a self-paced online workshop that can help take you through all of the processes that you need, including the Stellar Year Blueprint, to ensure that you've already got an idea of next year's energetic container before we even get started. And if you are not into DIY or self-paced classes, I am offering 3 types of year ahead or stellar year blueprint readings for clients, which include a standard 60-minute reading, an extended 75-minute reading, or a 90-minute reading with a tarot and oracle card pull. These are the practices that I engage in around stellar planning when it comes to the end of the year to make the best of the energy. I would love to serve you in any way possible. If you're interested in any of the things I talked about, check out the description box. The links are below. Remember, wise ones, I do all of this because life does come with an instruction manual. It's written in the stars. Sending you lots of light and love, and I hope to see you at my workshop. Take care, wise ones, and blessed be.